Alrighty then, here we go. Alright, so, uh, kind of missed yesterday, as is pretty obvious. So, the plan is that if I don't stream Sundays, I just stream the following Monday. So far, so good. So far. Alright, now, admittedly, I don't really have like a valid reason I didn't stream yesterday, but we'll go with 4th of July weekend. It really wasn't. But anyway, we're gonna go with that. So, however, I did do a decent amount of off-cam work. But before we continue, if anyone does watch the VOD, I normally put this at the end, but in case someone doesn't make it to the end, because I normally do stream for like 2 hours, these if you watch it on YouTube, then you'll know. But if you watch it on Twitch, these are getting posted to my YouTube, which it should be a link to my Twitch, but if not, it's essentially the same. It's not that difficult to find, but I'm not entirely sure how to link it to my Twitch, to be honest. Anyway, I do have a Discord, so if you're interested in joining that, if you're watching the VOD, it is in the description. So do keep that in mind. Also, again, I'm going to put this at the beginning instead of the end. Let me know how, if there's anything I can do to change, like if it's the green screen, if it's the way I play games, if it's the game itself. Oh, also, as I stated last episode, I haven't forgot about Satisfactory. I just really want to progress more into this because this has been kind of more time consuming than I thought. Because Satisfactory is also like very time intensive. So for anyone who normally watches my Satisfactory, I haven't forgot about it. It's just taking time. I promise. Okay. Studio, now we're gonna get started to the moon. So, last episode we built wrong side, of course. We built this. And then once we got inside of it, we realized it needed fuel. Oh, hey, it has fuel. Wonder how that happened. So, oh, no. Oh. Okay, I guess we're going. Um. Oh no. That was actually like not intentional at all. Let's yeah, I need to land back if possible. I didn't mean to do that because taking some fuel with us and some blocks would have been smart. Let's be real. Just really hope this doesn't destroy anything. Come on. Okay, we're good. But does that okay, cool. So we're just gonna not play the stat for a second. That could have been very bad. I mean, the goal is to go to the moon, but not quite that fast. Hold up. Okay, not important. Alright, so first I want to show you what I've been working on. So let me put my regular armor on real quick. Okay, I'm glad it let us come back. That's great, actually. So first off, I made these machines, um, which we did yesterday. I mean, last episode. But I got everything automated. So we have this making that. We got this making the diesel. We got this making the oh 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 uh. There we go. Okay, we've got that making ethanol, which is making oh okay. So yeah, this is full. Um, and then so I made that. But then I remembered that we also needed biodiesel to make what's it called? I need to that. Thank you. Actually, it's right here to make this stuff. So we have that going. So that's what this does. So this creates that. So I have this making heat, and then this is like a mini charcoal farm, just because, to make plastic, which we needed. I remember. And then that's also going into this, which makes better pipes for that. Now, I made this because we also made this. Now, I did not realize how loud that was. I do apologize. I had my sound off the entire time I played with this, so I didn't realize how loud it was, to be honest. Let me turn that down a bit. What would that even be? Would it be ambient? Of course not. Why would that be ambient? What's up the highest? The blocks? Yeah, blocks. Okay, let's turn that down, way down. Okay, that's better. So if you remember, we needed this to make these things, which we do technically have it automated. All I have to do is put the items in here, and it crafts it pretty much. And then really all I would need to do, like to fully automate it, is just put a thing there, but I haven't got there yet. So I did do two other things. So another thing I did was over here. So I started looking into, so let me just go ahead and get into it. So I've done a few things off cam, as I mentioned. So I made this because all we needed was that, and now that we have access to it. So yeah, I made that. Oh yay, storage bag. And then I made these machines, and I'll get into why in just a second. Why I made these machines. Ooh, a fancy bed. The more you know. So the reason why I got into all these machines is, ooh, that's pretty good. Is this right here? So this says chemical injection uses hydrogen chloride gas to turn ores into 4 shards, i.e. quadrupling output. So 1 ore gets quadrupled. Now, for normal ores, iron, gold, diamonds, that's not really necessary for us because we have it down here. And while we don't have an overly abundance, now it might look like we have it because we have 42,000 diamonds, 156,000 iron ingots, and that looks like a lot. But once you actually start making the catalyst, that's basically nothing. But we haven't gotten over there that far. So yeah, there's that. But I mean, what I'm getting at is, while we don't have like an overly abundance of that, all we would need to do is expand the farm that's growing that, and you know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? Like it's easy to do. But if you remember, if I go back to what ore was it? So if I go back to this, If I go to dash, which is, remember, the ore we get from the moon. This is created by the ore. Okay, remember that. And the ore only, essentially. There's no way to like craft it with eggs or anything. Oh, well, there's that, I guess. Which is stupidly. Oh, yeah, no, that's not in our warehouse anytime at the moment. So, yeah. So basically what I'm saying is we'll have a very limited number of these ore. And if it works, the idea is to obviously make it go through this. And quadrupling the ore. Hopefully it works that way. Will it? So in order to do that, I had to make hydrogen chloride, which actually wasn't terrible to make. Like, it required this thing, which actually this thing was the most confusing part. But it's because they didn't tell me. Let me rephrase. I didn't see anything that says that it can only be a 4x4. Because I tried to make it like this big. And it didn't work. And I was like, why no work? And I found out why it no work. And then that creates brine, and then brine goes into this, and this creates sodium and chlorine, and we don't have a use for sodium at the moment, so it's just kind of backed up. And then chlorine goes into this, and then this from water creates hydrogen and oxygen, H2O. And then the hydrogen goes into this. Hydrogen and chlorine mix together into hydrogen chloride. Chemistry. And then the oxygen comes down here into this because this uses oxygen to do the purifying stuff it does. So now you're probably wondering, what's this for? Where is this coming from? So that's actually coming from, well, it was. So in between episodes, I worked on these digital miners because, one, it was part of a quest, and two, I wanted to see how they worked. So I figured it out. I may or may not have showed it off last episode. I really don't remember. But if not, I figured out how to do it. And kind of, did the usual blah, all that good stuff. It's kind of annoying. But I was using the Tesseracts to, bring the ore it was mining over, obviously. So then I also made a very basic reactor, as the name suggests. This is actually not a great reactor, but it's doing the job. So that's, that's all that matters. And what I mean by that is it's currently only producing, wrong side. It's currently only producing like 3.5, barely 3, like a little over 3,000 RF. Now keep in mind the reactors that we have these are producing roughly 60 to 90 a pop. Which is actually, I'm gonna go into what. We're gonna get to the moon, I promise. Okay, I'm just wanting to go over some things first. So, I'm actually gonna go into what this is. So, I wanted to see what like, because we were currently only getting like 60,000 FE a tick, and I wanted to see how we could boost that. And I looked into it, and dry ice is the best thing for that. Now, we was mining dry ice from over there, hence why these are there. But also, you can make dry ice by making these, and then, crafting it into blue ice, packed ice, and into blue ice, and then blue ice goes into these things, and that creates blah, blah, blah. Now, admittedly, it is kind of annoying putting it in this, though, because 2 of these crafts. But if you set it to just input into that, it doesn't stop at 2, so it'll just keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. That was a terrible demonstration. So it'll just keep doing this basically, which sadly some reason that doesn't stack, so you have to only do 2 at a time, which is slightly annoying, but hey, whatever. So I do kind of have to manually do it at the moment. Eventually I'll probably figure out a way to do it. There's probably a way to do it somewhere. I just haven't figured it out yet. That's actually really useful. I'll keep that. Those as well. I don't need a bed at the moment. Okay, so I just really kind of wanted to show those real quick. And then, of course, this needs pressure. So we've got a liquid pressure that's using lava, or sorry, diesel, biodiesel, the same biodiesel and all that good stuff. Yeah. So it's constant giving it pressure. Now I do have a little thing in here that like doesn't allow it to, hopefully, doesn't allow it to like get too much pressure. Because I accidentally blew one of these up. Now luckily it didn't break anything, but I did accidentally blow one of these up without realizing that it was getting too much pressure, basically. Alright. I think that's enough lollygagging. I have that set to a dimensional tank, so if we need more, we have more. I've got 2 spare oxygen tanks. I feel like making some sort of a base while I'm there. Only problem with that is it would be kind of difficult, admittedly, for I feel like obvious reasons. Because there's like I don't have one of those oxygen things yet. These things to make oxygen. We haven't got there yet. So I might not make a base there. I might just grab some ore and dip. If that's available, if that's a possibility, that is. Alright, well, because I wasted all that fuel a while ago. We grab some fuel, like a very basic tank. I don't need an advanced tank. There we go, this will work. Might have put a pipe to it. Pipe. Extract. Insert. Alright. I don't know how long I'll make this episode because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. This heat's got me exhausted. That's kind of another reason why I didn't stream yesterday. The heat. Holy mackerel, the heat's got me. Heat's just, ugh. I hate being in the south sometimes. I don't like it. Oh, it's full. Whoops. Alright, that'll work. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, let me double check. So I've got, let me just go ahead and get this on. We'll put this away at the moment. Let's see, I've got spare tanks. Probably don't need that at the moment. Same with that. Actually, let me just put these in here. Because I should be able to still access this at the moon. Hopefully. I don't need that. Don't need those either. I only want like the bare minimum, honestly. While I'm talking about the bare minimum, let me actually let me get this stuff out of here. Is there a way to like extract the stuff from this? Maybe. No. All right, I'll just keep it back then. It's fine. All right. All right, I've got to turn that music down just a tad for me. Sadly, I don't have like a like an actual sound thing. Cause like for you, I don't even think y'all can barely even hear the music, but it's kind of loud to me. I don't know. All right, let's do this. Seriously, you can't just... There we go. Okay, let's see. Trying to make sure I have everything. Got some fuel, all that good stuff. All right. Let's go. We, um, we. Ooh, I just realized. Am I gonna need to make a landing thing at the moon? Like a thing to take off from at the moon? Didn't think of that, to be honest. Now, eventually I will make a space station, but haven't got that for yet. I think you need like some of the ore from the moon in order to do that. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. All right, we're going to Zemoon. So that actually isn't terrible. Oh yeah, see, it needs dash stuff, so that's not great. So yeah, I need dash stuff. Ooh. Alright. Once we get to about... Once I can get to where I can actually see the ground. Or not. Launch pad, that's what I was trying to say. Am I gonna need a launch pad for... We'll see. Alright. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna actually need that. Alright, so we're gonna get some of this. I don't want to get too much because I don't know how like rare it technically might be. But, well, not rare because I mean it's, you know. But I'm not really trying to like desecrate the moon for what I feel like is obvious reasons. It's definitely a good thing I brought those extra tanks because it looks like it's not gonna... I'm gonna need it is what I'm trying to say. And then I can't actually. I'm trying to see what that is. Is that one of those oxygen things? No. What is that? Hey! Okay, well that kind of makes me feel bad. I don't need those. Okay, am I just coming here to loot people? That's kind of not great. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. Oh, that sucks. This is actually like made of blocks I need, basically. That's... Hey, bud. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just coming for your dash. See, that's kind of upsetting because that's like basically all block that I need. But I don't want to dismantle their entire civilization they've got going on there for what feels like obvious reasons. Again. Okay, I can't use regular torches. That kind of sucks. But I mean, it makes sense, yeah. Moon cheese. Now that's hilarious. Okay, well, I can't see, so... How... There's more cheese. What kind of torches work here is the question. Okay. Now, if that's not... Oh, it kind of looks like it is. I was about to say if that's not... Wait. What is that? Soul soil? Why would soul soil be here? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Kind of. Alright. Well, that's kind of sucky. I was about to say, if this is like... not one of those other things. Actually, yeah, we're going to just fly there. That's taking too long. Oh, it's another outpost. Oh, that sucks. Okay. I'm gonna try to not, like I said, just dismantle the area. Although, like I said, these are all kind of blocks I somewhat need. Hey, bud. I know this is your house, but excuse me. Okay, they don't really have anything. That's even more upsetting, not gonna lie. Okay, I kind of need to hurry up though. Excuse me. I wonder if actually that... Oh, hey, that's actually... That's actually kind of useful. It kind of looks like I'm gonna need one. Excuse me. Okay, so soul lanterns and soul torches work. Duly noted. Okay, I'm keeping an eye on my oxygen. I'm gonna see how easy it is to like... Actually, let me try something. Okay, they don't at least. Because I don't really want to just dismantle their whole, their whole thing, because that'd be kind of messed up. And I get this is just a video game, but I feel like that'd make it too real. Alright, I am keeping an eye on... I haven't found a single ore, not one. Alright, let's swap those out. The flippity flop is that? Okay. Not gonna lie, these torches don't do a whole lot. Hang on. Let me just... Much better. Not that. Okay, so soul torches. I gotta keep that in mind. What Y level does the ore spawn at? I can't see anything. I'll be honest. Something was over here. I don't know what though. So here's a dilemma. What is cheese ore used for? Okay, well, I mean, that. Okay, alright. Well, that was kind of a dumb question. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. Okay, what is a cheese block? Okay, well, so cheese is kind of mostly just for Oh, well, that's actually kind of funny. Hmm. Oh yeah, going down is much harder now. Which does make sense. I'll give it that. Die, potato. Yeah. Although I do kind of feel bad because they were obviously. Oh! What I came here for, I think. No. Seriously? The flippity flop? Oh, hey. Is it seriously just that one? That kind of sucks. Not water. Okay, well, that was disrespectful. How do you make soul torches, actually? I mean, that's actually not very difficult. Double check that recipe. Coal, soul, sand. Can you use soul? Yeah, and sticks. Coal and sticks. Alright, before I do anything, let me go ahead and put this in there, and that in there, and this in there, and that in there, and this in there. Cool. Oh, I need a, yeah, I need a crafting table. Crafting table, just grab a regular one, because why not? Excuse me. Again, excuse me. That'll work. Let me put these away though. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. At the moment, don't need that. Put those, keep that, put that, keep that and that. Alright. And then, in case I need water for something else, grab a bucket of water. Cool. Alright. Now, eat. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these torches don't really do a whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really need... Oh, here we go. More iron. I don't need iron. More iron. I mean, to be fair, it would be way quicker to just dismantle those outpost things, but I don't want to do that. Let me just double check that that doesn't give me like something else. Oh, like it's a different type of no. Yeah, no. It literally just turns it into ore, the iron ore. It doesn't even turn it into moon iron ore. Just double checking. Yeah, no. Okay, I don't want like to be here. Ooh. I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. Alright, I don't want to be here too long. There's another. Oh. It's a whole lot of cheese, though, I'll tell you that. Just kind of wanting to explore a little bit. I mean, it's about what you expect, I guess. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's the one I've already checked. But just in case, we'll check it. I will say, like, the urge to just dismantle one of these to get the dash from it, and these iron plating blocks, it's definitely pretty high. And actually, I don't think this is one I've looted yet. Nope. Don't mind if I yes. Hey, more torches. Don't come in. Oh my god, look at all the dash. But no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Or will I? Don't mind if I yes. What? Me? No. I would never. Dude, that's a lot of dash. I'm just saying. It's not a non-insignificant amount of dash. That does look pretty dope. I'll give it that. Alright. We shall be gone. Leave those poor people alone. Seriously, they even have wandering traders here? Okay, so the kind of the usual. Makes sense, actually. Alright, head back this way. Ooh. Look at that. Jetpack is definitely helping. I'll give it that. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting to find something. I don't know. I don't know what. I feel like it's kind of hard to expect anything. Is this the one I originally done did? Perhaps? No. Alright. That's not strange. No judgment. Boy, I tell you, the urge. The urge. Don't mind me. Oh, jackpot. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Hey, what is that? Roller skates. I'll take them. For whatever reason. Useless. Yeah, it's pretty useless. Oh, I need to actually head back soon. Sadly. Yeah, I'll probably finish looting this area and then head back. We didn't get as much ore as I was hoping, but we got a little bit. Hey, a leather belt. I'll look at what it does when we get home. Okay, more ore. Cheese. This place is massive. If it comes down to it, then yeah, I'll probably just like mark this outpost. Actually, how the flippity flop do I get out? Is the question. What in tarnation? Here we go. Alright, what I might do, and like I said, this is going to be worst case scenario. I'm going to mark this on the map, and if I find more, I'll mark those too. And if worst comes to worst, and I need Dash really bad, we'll come back and like basically desecrate those. Again, worst comes to worst. That's like worst case scenario. I don't actually want to do that, but I need Dash enough, you know. You know what I'm saying? Is this the one I've already checked through? I don't think so. But it's possible. Alright, I might have to lower the speed of this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to lower the speed. This all being one by one areas. We'll go that way. Okay, I mean, you could never not need another oxygen tank, I guess. That saves me from having to craft another one, I guess. Okay, then they obviously keep their valuables up top. Okay, I don't know what that'll be used for. Alright, yeah, let's turn that off now. I don't know what moonstone's going to be used for, but alright, yeah. I think that's a good sign to start heading out, because our oxygen is draining quite fast. Um, Here, I'll do this. Map. Here we go. Alright, so now, like I said, we don't have a lot, but maybe it's enough. What I might do is bring that digital miner and like have it mine up some. But I don't know if that's a good idea or not, actually. I would like to get a little bit more, if I'm being honest. Excuse me. But I am low fairly decently out of air, so maybe getting another one's not a great idea. Good to know. I will say is hearing this song does kind of make me a little sad. But it's a dope song, so. Alright, I'm gonna check this one real quick. And then we're going home. There's like never anything in these, but I just know a fact, like almost for a fact, that the one time I don't check it, there'll be something there. Alright, I honestly don't need diamonds or any of those things. I just need the dish. Come on. Get. Hello? There we go. Okay. I don't think I need any more moonstone. I don't know what it's used for, so yeah. I just kind of doubt I'm gonna need it. Alright, I lied. I'll grab it. Oh, hey, what was that? Probably that quiver I just got. Yeah, alright, I gotta get now. I'm running dangerously low on oxygen, and I don't have any backups. Where's the exit? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Alright, yeah, I'll just probably mark another. Alright, let's see. Do I even need a launch pad from the moon? Yes, of course. I don't even know why I asked. Of course I do. Alright, lever. Lever. Come on. Maybe not enough fuel. I was about to say hello. Let's go back to having a space station. Probably not a terrible idea eventually. But we haven't got that far yet. Alright, yeah. Once I get to about 200, I'll start. Alright. Whoa, okay, it's because I refilled it. Cool. By accident, mind you. Alright, so let me go refill these with oxygen. Oh, let's turn that down. 40 will be good. Actually, my oxygen thing's down here. I just realized. Yeah, here we go. This. No, this. And then because I have a third tank now, we'll do that. Alright, please let this work. Please let this work. It's literally the main reason why I did it. Yeah, this is probably definitely going to be a shorter episode. I'm exhausted. A much shorter episode, please. Man, that sucks. Okay. Alright. How can I double this then, is the question. I can't. Well... Well, at least I can make that now. That's great, actually. Wait. I can make dash seeds? Dude, what was I tripping for then? Hello? Okay. Apparently I didn't dig deep enough. Pause. Now I feel kind of dumb. I ain't even gonna lie. I am not even gonna lie. Alright, well now I don't feel... Okay. Alright. I'll be the first to admit, I feel kind of dumb now. Yep. So... Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 So what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna talk about it. That's what we're not gonna do. Mm-hmm. 100%. Yup. Nope. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I feel pretty stupid right about now. Yup. Cause I was over here making, like, the whole reason I made that like quadruple thing was because I thought I needed it for Dash. Come to find out, you can make seed with it this entire time. Yup. Okay, what can moon sand be used for? Same thing regular sand can be used for, so I got a bunch of it for literally no reason. It seems. Yup. Totally. So glad I wasted the time to get that. Alright, what about moonstone? Don't tell me it's the same thing. Okay, I will say moonstone brick actually kind of goes hard. Listen, nope. Listen. Moonstone brick actually kind of goes pretty hard. I'll give it that. I'll concede. Moonstone actually goes pretty hard. Sand, on the other hand, not so much. That's stone though. That actually, like, let me just hold up. Let me just, just come. Just first, let me do that before I forget. Let's be real. But let me just do this right here. Just saying, just boom, bow. I mean, come on. Like, come on. I mean, admittedly, it does kind of look like it does kind of look like tough blocks. Let's be real, but that's pretty tough. All right, I'm sorry. That was terrible. That was horrible. I'd say that's actually pretty dope, though. I will say that I actually kind of like that. That's the question is, though. The question is, I can't. Can I with the regular stone? I can't. That sucks. Alright, well. Let me get all of this stuff out of here. Why do I even have that much magma? I don't remember. Oh, I have it to set the auto pickup. You ignoramus. How do I, like... Is it like a control shift? Is it like a control Q or something? No, not for this. You hate this hit. Because I don't need this much netherrack. That's too much netherrack. That is way too much netherrack. I can't stress that enough. There's no reason I should have that much netherrack. Same thing with whatever this is. Like... Okay, well now I really feel... I know I've already said this, but I actually feel like super dumb now. Because this whole time I didn't think I could make dash seeds. That's literally... And I can't stress this enough. That's literally the whole reason why I made this. Because I thought I needed it for dash. Because like, I really don't need diamonds or anything like that. Like, this is honestly kind of useless to me at the moment. At the moment. Maybe it'll be useful later. So I'm not going to like dismantle it or anything. You never know. But I'm really kind of glad I didn't set up like a full-blown like smelter or anything. Like mining system. Does that do what I think it does? What does that even do? Wait, I could... Wait a minute. Hold up. Okay, but is it because it needs more than one? Is that why? It's because it needs more than one. Okay, that's fine. You'll just go in there. That's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Relics. I know I just got a bunch of relics at relics. Okay, so I got you. No. I don't know what none of these do. I'm just... Alright. So we got... point for every 5 units of getting wet from the ability moisture resistance. Hey! Allows you to move on the surface of the water without falling, but I don't even have water around me. That's still pretty dope though, I'll give it that. Let's see. Increases the movement speed depending on its duration. All blocks become slippery for the wear, excuse me. I mean, that's not terrible, actually. What does this do? Retu glaive bounces from the bind of justice. Usage releases 1 of 8 clave charges bouncing between nearby targets. The missing charges are restored. Wait, what? I mean, that's pretty dope. So what about these leather belts? What do these do? So what is the leather belt? Maximum number of slots for equipping relics. Can I do both of them? Excuse me. I will take it. Hunter's belt. What does this do? Experience point for every attack made. Oh. Okay, but what does this do? Every 10 blocks of the target hit by the shot. Pressing the L left the quiver and the inventory will place it. Okay, so if I take that quiver off and then I do this, lies. I mean, it did actually. No. To be fair, that quiver, it did kind of say in the inventory, not. Okay, I see what it's. I see. Here, let me get 1, 2, 3, 4 more stacks. So it. I mean, listen, not for nothing. That's actually kind of dope. I mean, I don't have a use for those at the moment. Now, okay, that's, I mean, let's be real. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I can't even lie. Oh, okay, cool. All right, well now, actually, let me not waste this. Let me do that, and then let me grab this. Yeah, yeah, there we go. How are we here? Are you trying to explode on me? No. No. Yeah, we're good. Alright, cool. Alright. Cool. And we will eventually get to making ether. The thing I built this for, basically. We'll get there. It is on the docket, the to-do list. We just don't really need it at the moment. So, I will say though, there's one thing, and I found this out the hard way. So, for the past, since this series has started, this power has been just fine. It's been more than enough. Like, this never empties, and really and truly only one of these activates at a time, to be honest. Like, it's great. However, I did find a slight downfall. How's my green screen? Is it still green screen? Yeah. Alright, cool. So the thing that would happen up here, luckily I don't think you can see it. I can't see it, but maybe you know, my eyes, I don't have my glasses on either. No, you can't really see it. Cool. So I found it's because of the lighting in my room. Once it gets dark, there's like a fuzziness right here that happens on my green screen, and it's because of the lighting, which I can't really do much about. Because, well, I mean, I probably could, but Oh, that is the wrong thing. No, it's not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. Actually, let me see if this is useful. Oh, hey. Hold. There we are. Do apologize. Uh-oh. Okay, just seeing if something was important. It was not. Okay. Uh, my mind's already. Oh, right. We're making dish seeds. That's what the idea was. Listen. I'll be honest with you. I already kind of forgot. Actually, the seed things over here. Listen. My brain. It's Monday. Okay. I feel like that's. All right. So dish seeds. I need not that. 4 and red. Dish. We get 4 of them. Oh, I hate it when that doesn't work. And then essence the red, right? Yeah. We get 4 of them. Frankly, I don't care how you make it. Actually, while I'm thinking about that, how are you doing? Yeah, I might need to beef that up eventually. Because we were constantly going through that for various reasons. Like constantly. I can't stress the constantly enough. I also can't stress how really stupid I feel at the moment because I thought I couldn't make these types of seeds. Which is why I was like, well, if we need to, we'll just dismantle stuff and things. We did not need to dismantle stuff and things. Alright, so you. Oh, but it does need a dash block. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Actually. For real. That's not terrible. Unless there's like a complicated way I'm supposed to make dash blocks. Okay, it's just yeah, okay. Yeah. That's not. So wait a minute. Does that mean that there's actually a way I can make dude. 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 Cool. Absolutely. And just for stuff and things. Okay, I've got one. How did I get that one? Probably from a crate, right? Or like from, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right. Pot. Actually, I just realized, I meant to do you. and then raw. And then yeah. All right, so yeah, this is gonna need a couple extra steps, which is fine. That's okay. We're all right with extra steps. Get that? No. No. All right. So you. Let me get another drawer. All right. You know, honestly, if time permitted, that's not at all what I meant to grab. No. I really hope y'all can't hear that. That's, yeah, I really hope. I hate to stop your growth. I am so sorry. You were probably doing so good too. I do apologize. What is it now? Item. If y'all can hear that, I do apologize. Like the banging. It's my nephew. I don't know why, but he likes to grab hold of like a laundry basket and just kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's just kind of the favorite thing he does. It is slightly annoying, but also, admittedly sometimes understandable. I'll give him that. I will give him that. So then, let me just, uses 9. So yeah, I need a compactor. So this one, like I said, will require some extra steps. Cable. And then a smelterator. Smelter. You know what? No. Honestly, just a regular smelter is probably just fine. Yeah, that's probably good. I don't see a reason to use like a higher tier one. And then that, and then I need a filter. Because actually, let me double check that I did not. I need to do this first. The way that can have power. Oh, cool. There's actually already one in there. That's what I needed. That is insert. And then it needs to be 3x3. And then this back input. And then this will be energy. And then that can be output. Yeah. That actually kind of like super works out, not gonna lie. Okay. Well, I've already got another seed type. Let me actually go ahead and do things and stuff. All right, let me go ahead and I also listen. I've been crafting. When I tell you I've been crafting, it's innumerable the amount of crafting I've been doing. I don't know why that's there. I don't need that there either, or that. We will actually. I have those, don't I? Yeah, because that's there. Other thing, yeah, okay, I can get rid of those as well. I think if not, I can just scrub it back. I don't know why I had this bookmarked. Was it an accident? Why did I? Yeah, I'm gonna unbookmark it at the moment because why not? Okay, so that's that. All right, cool. Okay. What was I? Oh, right, Desh. Listen, dude. I'm so sorry. My brain. All right, block. We'll do that. And we'll also need that and a hammer. Hammer! For that. Yes, I know there's like 5 different ways I can make plates, but you know what? Don't care. Alright, let's go up. And then also, I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that you are also going to need the block. Yeah. Okay. That's actually understandable. And then let's get botany pot. Might as well just go ahead and make like 10 of it. Oh, actually, that's why. Screw it. You see why I be going through them like it's nothing? Like, honestly. Hello? Can I not grab you out, please? That'd be great. Oh. So it's me. Got you. Thanks. Then let me grab a dash block. See how much, like, way better that is. Until we can get that. It's going to be a whole lot of that for a while, sadly. But it shouldn't take us long to get there. Oh, no, I actually do want this on extract. Yeah. Yeah. You know, honestly, what do I need for this? Um, um, right, because I made that, and I made those. I'm trying to go back and remember what all I made, to be honest, but I'll be forgetting. Okay, so ice shards are clearly from Mars. What is a cryo for process more efficient fuel? Okay. For what? Converts ice materials into cryo fuel. Okay. Uses cryo fuel. Okay. Okay, so blue ice is definitely, so technically I could use, but cryo fuel, but can I, what all can I use that for? Can it not be used for like heating purposes or cooling rather purposes? I guess not. That kind of sucks. Admittedly, that kind of sucks. Actually, let me go ahead and make a dash plate. That way I can get rid of that. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let me go ahead. Oh, what's that? Is that an oxygen can? Screw it. Let's go ahead and claim all of those. I got a laser cell. A chance cube. Why? Oh, cause right. Oh. Why? Okay, that's actually not at all. Okay. Why allow me to do? Okay. Claim all if it's not gonna claim all. A note slab. Oh. Hey. Watch out. It's a note slab. It's like the worst ingot. Actually, it's probably not the worst ingot. I'll take that back. I'll take that. Oh, hey. Those are actually kind of useful. I'm not even gonna lie. Ooh, actually, that's also very useful. That's not so useful. Alright. So, not useful at all. That's actually not terrible. In another full like mod pack that I'm kind of sort of not really playing with somebody else. Actually, putting that on this would be nice. That way I can, or this one rather. That actually making soulbound for like all of my armor and stuff would be pretty good. Don't need that. Don't need that. Those. Huge GPS. How do you? Whoa, I'll have to look more into that. Icebreaker increases the speed of falling. Increases the knockback resistance and negates slippering. Hang on, what? Increases the speed of falling. Increases the knockback resistance. Okay, that's not terrible. Using the ability in a fall will create a shockwave. No thanks. I'll keep an eye out for that. I've already got a lunchbox. Thank you. Don't need that for now. Yeah, sorry, perspirating ingots, but I don't need you either. At the moment. Alright, let me check how much food. Let me put a couple more stacks of chicken in there. Chicken. You know, listen, I know it sounds stupid. But no, I want 128. But making the chicken seeds to be able to like cook chicken automatically, pretty dope. Like W idea, not gonna lie. Not even lying. Like, it's stupid. Cause why do you think like why would I ever really need chicken seeds? But also absolutely genius. Same thing with these, to be honest. Like, I don't think I ever really need these. Make sure these are good, because I haven't really checked on them. Make sure any of these are working properly, if I'm being honest. I don't remember whether this was last stream or not, but I also did kind of like rearrange these a bit. Alright, let's grab those and put it in my lunchbox. I want to say I got this also like from a loot crate thing, but it actually comes in handy. I'm not even gonna lie. Also, I kind of forgot that this was what's it called? Hemp, and then this side was potatoes. But because potatoes grow a lot faster than hemp, apparently, I took the potatoes out and put hemp, obviously. But yeah, because potatoes, obviously, like, you know, potatoes grow super fast, but these suck. I got a lot of this. But the drop rate for seeds itself is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But yeah, that's a whole lot of nothing. Actually, let's go ahead and get this going. I only need a small one, honestly, and then I've already got cable. Yeah. So this needs to be, I'll put it under, because why not? Maybe a pattern. This one. And then let me get cable. Cable, hello? I'll probably need more than that, to be honest, but we'll see. Okay, you. And does that line up? Not greatly, but it'll do. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. Let me just double check that this is okay down here. Make sure it's actually, yeah, it's working properly. And then let me make it. Come on. Come on. Let me make a pattern for this. And then let me make a pattern for this. All right. You go over here. And then you make sure that. And I already know how to make plastic sheets, right? Plastic. Just double checking. Plastic. Yeah. All right, cool. Right, and then I go over here. I'm also gonna need an import bus. That, and then import bus on this one. One thing, import bus. Oh hey, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Do. Bop. That's good to hear. I need more cable. So far so good. Just came back from the moon. Probably, I'm debating on whether I want to go to the Mars in this episode or not. I kind of need to, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired, so I'm debating on just waiting on next episode to do that, but we'll see. I do really need to go to Mars, though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see that works. Capacitor. All right. Let's craft one. Do your job, please. Do your job, please. Please. Okay, that's not. Oh, it did its job. I didn't see it do its job. Hang on a minute. No. So it's supposed to be Sundays, and I do plan on like switching that up, like maybe Sundays and Wednesdays and Saturdays or something like that. I don't know. But it's supposed to be Sundays, but I wasn't able to yesterday. So what I do is if I can't make it Sunday, I do Mondays, like the day after. The problem with that is streaming after work. It's great, but it sucks because you be tired. But also, I like streaming, so meh. And also, I'm playing Minecraft, so meh. But no, I wish I could stream daily. And technically, like given the time, I probably could, like if I actually put effort into it. But yeah, it's something I would like to start doing, to be honest. So yeah, it's definitely not daily, sadly. Yes. Alright, so now that I can make those, excuse me, this one, I can now technically make vibrant, I think. The vibrant, maybe, perhaps. Come on, do the thing. It did the thing. Yay. I'm happy. I feel like that's a bit suspicious. But hey, what do I know? Okay, cool. Alright. Yeah, I don't really need explosives at the moment. That's not something I need, to be honest. Actually, while I'm looking at this, what do I need to make a tier 2 rocket? Because that's how. Oh, that's a lot of dash. Let's see, 9 times 6 is 54. I need 54 dash plus, oh, plus 10. So 64, a little over a stack at least. So 64, 69. Let's see. Yeah, that's, oh, wait. Yeah, 69. That's funny. That's funny. Not sure if you're, oh, wait. I started streaming on Twitch. Now it's very intermittent, but I'd say about like 3-ish years ago, 2 or 3, but it's very like intermittent, like it's here or there. Mostly due to, you know, work and all, life changing and all that good stuff, but I'm gonna at least attempt to keep a good schedule, at minimum once a week. But the plan is to, like, once I get a better like schedule, like work wise, to have like a set schedule to like stream on these days and all. I just yeah. If you're interested, now I thought I recognized your username, but I actually don't at the moment. But if you're interested, I actually do post these VODs onto YouTube. So if you're interested, I can send you the link to that. But if you're not, that's fine. Because this is episode 17, which is kind of, you know, there's a lot that's already happened. I say a lot, but not much, honestly. Most of it's been kind of grindy work. Okay. Alright, and these need, yeah, those need those things. Interesting. Cool. What did I actually need this for? I think it was just a quest. So we're gonna add this to the bank up here. No? Hello? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, that actually makes sense. Oh, because those don't connect. Okay, that makes sense actually. I lied. We're not gonna make it to the bank. I have an idea. We'll put it over here. Because this is on its own thing. That's what we'll do. I lied. Oh, I didn't take long at all. Cool. Oh, because it was in my inventory, actually. Never mind. Yeah. How much are you generating still? Is it still 3,000? But anyway, yeah, welcome to the stream. I do appreciate you watching. I forgot to say that. My apologies. My apologies. Like I said, I thought I recognized your username, but I do not. So yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the idea. But admittedly, like, this might sound strange, but I don't really do it for the views. I just kind of do it because it's fun. If more people was to show up, obviously that'd be great, but it's not really my goal. Like, it kind of is, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's obviously, streaming on Twitch, that's, obviously the goal, but also like if I only ever average 1 or 2 views like ever, I'd also be okay with that. Like it's just something to do for me. Eventually we are going to make it bigger, one of these, but that's later on down the road. Actually, that's a fair point. What? Okay. So, first of all, what would we need to... The US is about as detailed as I'm going to answer that question. Oh no. But yeah, like I said, the US is as detailed as I'm going to answer that question. Let's see. Still making 3.2. Okay, what's on the docket? Obviously going to Mars to get that. Do I have enough? Probably not. Do I even have enough? I done forgot what the order is called. Dash. I do not. So we're gonna need a lot more dash first. So in order to go to Mars, I need more dash. Okay, I see that. Makes sense. That explains it. Let me just go ahead and put those in there. Better. Much better. Oh, because you don't automatically output. Of course. Kind of. So obviously the goal would to be like, it would be amazing to one day be like a full-time streamer, but like I said, that would be great. But like, it's also that while that would be a nice goal, like that would be nice to do, it's also something that like if it never happens for me, I would be okay with. Like obviously streaming in general, the idea would be to grow, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. The idea would be to grow, reach more people, to do it. Maybe even if it's not full time, as more of a side gig than just a hobby. Like right now, it's just a hobby. But the goal would be to love to do it for like a job itself one day. I don't see that happening. I would love it to, but it's okay that if it never does for me. Especially given that the main game I play is Minecraft, and while Minecraft is still kind of big, it's nowhere near as big as it used to be, and I'm okay with that. And I'm the kind of streamer that I'm gonna play what I want to play. Like, don't get me wrong, like if I was to hop on the Mecha Chameleon, go ahead, yeah. You can suggest something. Go ahead. Imagine my mic's been muted this whole time. That'd be hilarious. I don't see why that would be. No, I mean, I do eventually want to use. Yeah, I can see it, but it's holding it for whatever reason. Um, which is fine, but I'm not gonna allow it like to go through, but I can still read it. Um, yes, but no. Um, my thing. So real quick, I'm gonna be kind of transparent. You're like the eighth person that's reached out to me for artwork, whether it's through Snapchat, whether it's through uh, Discord, most of Discord, like majority Discord. Actually, I think you're the only person. No, you're like the third person that's reached out to a live stream about artwork. And I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told them. While artwork would be amazing, because like my intro and outro, like be right back things aren't great because I made them and I'm not like by no means an artist. The problem with that is one, I don't feel like I'm big enough to, and I know like to get art is to attract more people. Thus, being, my thing is, I feel like getting artwork is something you would do kind of towards like after you fully kind of get started a little bit. Like once you get like 20, 30 regular, and then you get artwork to like bring more, more, and more. But I feel like at the moment, being that I only get like one or two, three max. I think three or four is like the max I've ever had on one stream. I feel like that's not. Uh, I feel like that's not big enough to get artwork, and because like my thing is, let's say someone comes to me for artwork commission, I pay them, and then I never make it, which is fine. But then that's kind of wasted artwork. I mean, not on your end or the artist's end because they get paid, but on the person who's using the art, it's then wasted. Like the money they spent is wasted because it never and again, it's not the art's fault for that. Obviously, it's probably the streamer or the platform, whatever. But it's not really overwhelming because one, it's actually, I wouldn't call it overwhelming. To me, I feel like it's kind of the opposite. Like it's not underwhelming though. Like that's so it's not the opposite. I feel like it. I feel like it would be wasted on me at this current time. Is what I'm trying to say. Because now, if like I said, if I had like 20, 30 active, average viewers, then I would definitely reach out to somebody to get better intros, better, transitions, stuff like that. But I feel like at the time, like right now, it says I've got three, but technically I'm one of them. So really two. One's probably not even here anymore because it's delayed sometimes. So I feel like me getting a commission of art at the moment would be wasted ish. But I also would like to say I do appreciate you reaching out and considering it. Because eventually I would like definitely getting better intros, outros, transitions would be way better. Because like, especially kind of like my logo. My logo is kind of not great. It's basically just a picture of my avatar, which isn't great. But I feel like at the current stage I'm at, it's kind of wasted. Now, don't get me wrong, I get where you're coming from, though. Like, getting better art to then attract more people. But I feel like I said, that's only when you have at least a small number-ish already attached. Like, 20, 30. And then getting better art. And then, have 100, 50, 100, 200, 300, etc. But I feel like only having one or two, then to get better art, to then only show one or two. Does that make any sense, or is just my brain not braining? Also, if there is a second person watching, I do, welcome to the stream. Uh, it says there's a second person, but I do know that sometimes one or either glitches or two, it's kind of delayed. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like having like overlays. Now, let me ask. Whenever you say art, do you mean like overlays, like the chat and all, or do you mean like intros, outros, transitions? Things like what though? Or did you mean like all of it?
It's been hard to breathe with the weight of the world on my chest. At times it seems that all I ever get are just hard times and dark nights and sleepless tossing and
Okay, yeah, that's
turning.
fair.
Maybe one
Yeah,
day
I
I'll
agree. Um,
realize
I just like I said,
the
I feel like
art
that it
of
wouldn't be a good
not
investment for me at the moment.
giving, the art of not
It is something I do
giving.
eventually like want to look into. Like if I ever get slightly bigger, it's just like at the moment, one or two, three max viewers. I feel like it's just not worth it at the moment. But it is definitely something I do plan on looking into. Because while I would prefer to do it, all myself, as most people would, I also know that it would probably look better if it was done by a professional. But yeah, how much does that make? Yeah. All right. So what would make sense to do for the next thing? Because I don't quite have enough dash for going to Mars yet. So what's something we'll probably do Mars next episode? That would make sense. Let's see. So doing this, yeah, that could be done next episode too. Yeah. Honestly, travel anchors probably not a terrible idea. Actually, now that we have Dash, I think we can make the next tier of. Hang on, I think if I remember correctly, um, hang on, I made those. Um, not at the moment. Thank you though. Solar panels. Let me go ahead and make. No, let's not do that. So let's see. It's tier what now? It's tier 6, right? Wait, what does this require? Torch berries. So that requires torch berries. And this requires. Okay, so yeah, this is what required the dish. Gotcha. Alright, we can do that fairly easily then. So let's do up to tier 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Again, I do appreciate it. It's just not something I do want to look into it eventually, just not now. Um, like I said, I do appreciate it though. It's just, yeah, it's just not in my wheelhouse at the moment. Because I'm fairly certain your art's really good. I have no doubt about that. It's not trying to dish your art or anything. It's just not really in the wheelhouse for me at the moment. Like I said, I do appreciate it though. Let's just do one. Let's take control. Okay, now, because these only generate 512, which isn't great. But how much do these generate? 2,000. That's not great either, to be honest. Let's be real. What are we waiting on? Alright, I take it they left, which is fine. It's okay. It does show there's someone else in here. You don't have to speak. It's fine. I get it. Just alert. But like I said, I do appreciate you coming. Welcome to the stream. Let me just make sure they wasn't saying anything. No, they were being PG about it. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Just want to double check because sometimes I have to re-PG my brain. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, and then now we need tier 4. Alright, so let me just go ahead and... So this one generates 2,000. This one generates 8,000. That's not great. This one generates 32,000. Okay, well that's getting better. I definitely don't have enough for Wyvern. No. No, 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 no. And then those generate about as much as my things over there do. Yeah. Right, what we got going on over here? What are we waiting on? Redstone alloy. Is that a seed? Can I like make that redstone alloy? Okay, there's a seed. Cool. Because I think that's what it is. It's just crafting that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, and then lastly but not least, let's do one of these. Wow, that's already been 2 hours almost. You hate to see it. I feel we got a decent amount done though. Like we went to the moon. It wasn't very eventful though. That did kind of suck. Like it wasn't. I don't know what I was thinking, but I also feel like, you know, having a jetpack made it like way easier. I am really glad that I didn't have to resort into like mining the whole area though. That's that made me feel a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let me just see. So this requires... Okay, that's actually not terrible. Like at all. And then this requires... Yeah, we have that. And then this one requires the dragon egg. Yeah. Yeah, see... That's not a lot of... Like it's okay, but it's not a whole lot. Let's be real. Oh, that's the same one. Whoops. And then, yeah, that's the wyvern. Let's see, you get 2 of those. Yeah, see, then these... Yeah, see, that's what we need right there. But, yeah, that's going to check it. Good little mint. Good little mint. Upgrades can be applied to solar panels to change attributes such as efficiency and capacity. Over the upgrade item above. Upgraded by 5%. It's not terrible, I feel like. Not great, not terrible. So yeah, I definitely need to make... can I make a better alloy smelter? Is that something I can do? This is kind of slow. Alloy smelter. That's an induction smelter, not an alloy smelter. But does it do... Wait, hang on. Redstone alloy. Recipes? No, you cannot. You really hate to see it. I mean, I can upgrade that. Yeah, okay. And then let me do capacitor. So one of these is... Oh, that's not much better, to be honest. That's not much better at all. Alright, solar. If I could spell, that'd be great. Alright. Okay. And then lastly, but not least at all, tier 6. Yeah, 6. Sorry. These. Alright. Let us... Really kind of wish I would have saved those, not gonna lie. Alright, and then let's do one of them. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Maybe. Whew. Let's see. I'm going to attempt to make my next stream either Wednesday or Saturday and make it satisfactory. Because I really desperately need to get back into Satisfactory. They've made some really great updates to it. I'm not gonna lie. It's just Satisfactory is such a time-consuming game. Like it's like it's one of those like trying to play that and other games is basically like not happening. Like honestly, it's not gonna happen. All right. You know, that's great. What else can I use a pressure chamber for? Pressure chamber uses. All right, compressed iron. Oh, hey, that's actually not terrible. Packed ice. Hey, whoa, hold up. Okay, that's not great. Compressed stone. Transistor. Etching acid bucket. All right. Empty PCB, excuse me. This item does not despawn. Hey. Pressed iron. Okay, cool. Capacitor, transistor. Yeah. What? Or you could just okay. That's pretty. Turbine blade. Turbine blade. Sweet Jesus. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that. Solar wafer. What? Okay, we're back. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and get these. All right, well that's just useless. Okay, I don't know what that's useful for, but we'll see. TNT. Still yet to use the other one I have. Oh hey, if only I was going with refined. Oh, actually a couch? Hold up. Let them cook. With the boots? Okay then. Okay, well. You should be done by now. Why are you not done by now? Actually, let's just put those away before I use them accidentally. Hey, bud. Why are you... Wrong floor. Right floor. What's going on here? Oh, it's this. Okay, it's that. Yeah, that's her. So... I went to the wrong floor again. Jesus. Come on. So yeah, it's this thing. Sorry. This thing's not fast enough. So it seems like making a redstone alloy. Redstone alloy seed is not a terrible idea so far. Oh, I even have it. Okay, I even have it on my to-do list. All right, cool. Just haven't done it yet, I guess. Excuse me, by the way. All right, so there's that. Cool. Hey, a bucket of tadpoles. I'm so glad I got that as a thing. Super dupe. And this is solely cosmetic, as the name suggests. Makes sense. I don't know what I just put back in there. I think I know what it was now. What is this for again? I feel like... Alright, let's see what it does. Flux infused. Flux infused. Different boots. Same boots. Same boots. Right. What is that? Hold up. One armor toughness. The armor. Okay, but I feel like I'm confused. What? No, like seriously, what? What was the... Which one of these was it? It was one of his. This one. So it's just solely when user crouches in the air. Hold up, what? Yeah. Uh-huh. Um, um, okay, yeah, no, that's a no for me. I am actually going to put. Come on, really? You go down but not up? I know it gives me like hearts or something, but I just like the look of this better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is you? What we got? Oh hey. You're... Okay, I'm gonna go put these in here. Let's see. Um. Let's put some battery in there. So that's 8 million. And then there's no 200. There is no 200. You kind of hate to see it. So then I need 2 of these. So that's a billion, right? I think, perhaps. Really don't like the fact that it doesn't show there. You would think it would. It doesn't. Yeah, it does not. Hello? Okay, so that's 1 billion. And then let me get 2 of them to make it 5 billion. Makes sense to me. Because why not, right? Might as well. Hello. And then cable, because I accidentally put it up like a genius. I mean, absolute genius. I mean, to be fair, these, well, actually, no, they're not. I was going to say these are generating more than this, but no. I mean, combined, they are, but individually, this is actually making slightly more. Ever so slightly. But combined, they are making like a 1,000 more than this, give or take. Yeah. Yeah. I do, one thing I don't like about like one thing I don't like about these that I like the flux networks more is the fact that the flux networks, like the flux port and point, will like let you know how much power is being transferred. Like these don't, and that kind of sucks, I'll be honest, to me. I don't remember putting that over here, but I did. I mean, that didn't really. That's not going to do a lot, to be honest. All right, let's say I've got an idea, but it's kind of a not a smart one. I actually kind of meant to make more than one. Oh, good, it makes four. Awesome, great. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to. All right. That's what it does. What I think it did or thought it was. I don't really want to do that. It's not something I actually want to do. Didn't they? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I see. See that. All right. Now, how you going? Okay. All right. So, let me bring out my notes. So let me see what we've got for the docket of next episode. So obviously, I've got that actually. So we've got Moon done, kind of. There's a possibility of us going back. You never know. So I think it's about time I end this. Not gonna lie, I'm exhausted. Yeah. So next episode, we can either. Excuse me. Sorry, wrong button. Oh, hey, it even shows them. That's actually kind of dope. It doesn't look great because of the jetpack, though. But hey, it's fine. This is fine. So, next episode, we will either, or maybe all of them, who knows? Excuse me. We will either go to Mars. Actually, no, we will go to Mars to get that ore for the thing and stuff. So we're gonna go to Mars. Depending on how much time we have after that. Now, now to clarify, I will work off cam in between episodes to like work towards actually getting to Mars, as in like letting the the dash, right? That stuff. The dash like build up. That way we can make enough to craft a tier 2 rocket. To go to Mars, obviously. I'll probably also work on making a space station. For I feel like kind of obvious reasons, but I don't know. Maybe just me. But yeah, I feel like making a space station is probably a good idea, just in case. See, I'll work on getting the dash like up and going. I meant to say I'll work on getting the dash like more. Work on getting more dash. Jesus Christ. Listen, I need coffee, okay? Actually, no, I don't. It's too late. But anyway, actually, some coffee does sound pretty good. Anyway. So, after the whole Mars thing, next episode, the idea is actually, we don't really need to, but fiddling with Tinkers. Admittedly, like this weapon mixed with the Ultimine thing. I mean, Tinkers is kind of not needed, but because it is part of, which one of these? It's probably one of these upper ones, right? I feel like. Don't make a lie of me. Or do, that's fine. I'm used to it. Did I pass it? Okay, I did. It's this one. Being that it is part of the quest line, I feel like working with Tinkers might be a good idea. What is this actually again? Echo shards. Ooh. Question stone. Actually, that's not too bad. What does this do? Smelt in a blast furnace to make slime balls. We don't need that. We don't need slime balls. What about this? Smelt in a blast furnace to make sky slime balls. Used as a modifier. Alright, cool. That's kind of, I'm not gonna say stupid, but it's kind of stupid. Let's be honest. All right, but yeah, it is part of the quest line, so I'll probably work on like trying to do that next episode because I do like tinkers. I haven't fiddled with it in like years. Okay, I lied. Well, actually, no. I was gonna say I lied because it was the Stone Block series we last did. I last messed with tinkers. But that's actually been technically years. Sweet Jesus. It's only been like 2 years, but it's still technically years, maybe 3. I don't know. So yeah, Tinkers. We do need to get Aether, the stuff from the Wither, automated. Ether, I think it is Ether. We do need to get that automated eventually. Like it's not like super duper important, but it's also like kind of important. Let's see. We do have this like technically automatable. Technically, but yeah, there's those things. Let's see. Using travel anchors, we might fiddle with travel anchors as well. Maybe not next episode, but soon. Travel anchors that sound pretty fun. Actually, I might go ahead and like finish this out because so far we're basically done with this line at least. Like it's this is actually like technically like the first time I've actually done something with mechanism, and actually I don't mind it. I like mechanism. Something with Britannia. Like I haven't done a whole lot with Britannia, so this has been kind of fun too. We actually do need to go like we have the Gaia seeds, so we don't really need to kill the Gaia Guardian. But also we do kind of need to kill the Gaia Guardian for various reasons. So yeah, we might do that soon as well. Because I think, let's see, if I remember correctly, Gaia. No? Is there not? Is there not like a? I guess not. Never mind. Maybe we don't. Probably still craft it just in case, but I guess we don't actually. Let's see. Really just yeah. That thing is why we need the ether. Yeah. Finishing this out is literally why we need the ether. But we could probably. I don't know what this is used for though. Okay, yeah, just regular lava only does 50 FE a tick. Yeah, that's kind of not great. Then this as well. How much does this do? 40, which is less somehow. Cool. Alright, yeah, see, 40 FE a tick. That kind of sucks. Yeah. And that's really okay. Yeah, no, that really sucks. I'm not even gonna lie. That's better-ish, but not great. So yeah, here is where it starts. All right, cool. There's that. Let's see. I haven't really touched this. Actually, hey, wait a minute. I have a lunchbox. Wait a minute. Okay, I actually kind of want to do this real quick just to see how many of those like I've already done without realizing. Probably none, but we'll see. And what did I need to craft it again? That shouldn't be terribly difficult. Compressed cobble. Okay, not as many as I was hoping, but alright, we'll go with that. And then ender sac, and then hearts. Okay, well, that sucked. Okay, that wasn't as great as I was hoping, to be honest. Emerald apple. Night vision, hang on. Haste, that's actually not terrible. I'll give it that. That's not bad at all. Hey, jambalaya. I actually didn't mean to put those away. Alright, so next episode, Mars tinkers, maybe, probably. And then we'll go from there. Because yeah, we need to kind of start doing some things. Alright, so if I don't end the stream, I'm gonna keep talking, and listen, I'm exhausted. So next episode, Mars, possibly tinkers, and some other third thing. If you got that reference. And some of the third thing can really change what I really am inside. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be the docket for next episode. But other than that, if you did come and watch, I appreciate you. Even if you did try to, sell me art, I'd still appreciate you. If you watch the VODs, let me know what's, if like, you have any ideas of things I need to change that's not art related. I don't have it right now. And join the Discord. Let me, to know when I go live, all that good stuff. Join the Discord. Link should be in the bio, as in the description, obviously. But yeah. Alright. That's basically